I'll look into it.
Okay. IRS W stream, why y'all need to like this video? W stream, why y'all need to like the video? Steve giving y'all all this valuable info to improve your life. Some of y'all are going to hear from me in April. I always get mine.
That's true. That's true. One way or another.
IRS in the chat, man. Avery Watson, he's definitely looking at that dude that hasn't followed for 10 years.
Why would you say that, bro? I don't need a in-on account with a random name. Hopefully that's what it was, bro. But that's crazy.
Okay, Avery Watson goes, I'm working on the revocable trust now with properties. The lawyer said I should be LLC and land trust. Should I be an S corp? Also, I'm a travel healthcare worker. I have option of 1099. If I switch, won't I need to wait for 2 years to buy more houses?
So you have a revocable. So I mean, this is real estate again. So I'm going to go back to real estate. You can remain an LLC. You don't need to do the S corp.
Yeah. Good question here. It says, I'm a travel healthcare worker. I have the option of a 1099. If I switch, won't I need to wait 2 years to buy more houses? This is a good question. Because, So it's a two-part question. I'll tell you right now, bro. Do not, okay? I made this mistake.
Yep.
Do all your real estate stuff while you're still a W-2 employee, okay? And then when you're ready to go ahead and do the whole entrepreneur 1099 stuff, do it after your real estate stuff is done.
Yeah.
Because if you plan to use loans from a bank, the worst thing you can do, this is literally life-saving advice. Write this shit down. I'm about to tell everybody in here. If you're thinking about buying real estate, guys, okay, and you have a W-2 job, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to quit this job and do my entrepreneurship stuff because it makes more money. Don't do it. Stay with your W-2 job because lenders like to see consistent income from a safe job
2 years
over you being an entrepreneur. Because if you are an entrepreneur, what they're going to say is, we want 2 years of tax returns with your entrepreneur venture. You're not going to have it because you just started it. So stay at your W-2 job, do your side hustle, get the real estate, and then once you're done and you're prepared to go ahead and go 2 years without buying real estate, then you could go ahead and transition and go the 1099 entrepreneur route. Because I'm telling you, it will mess you up with getting loans.
Here's another golden one. And that's great. That's perfect.
Yeah.
However,
that was my mistake.
You are going to be in the same line of work where he wasn't in the same line of work. So he went from government job to doing something different. So get a CPA. Why? And I do these letters all the time for this specific reason. You can have your CPA write a letter to the underwriter saying you were a W-2 employee and you're still doing the same type of work and sign off on it and vouch for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's a way around it.
The same line of work.
The 2 year thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're right with the business stuff. Once they do that, it creates a problem. It creates whoa, what's going on now?
Yeah. Lenders hate to see that.
As long as they see it's the same, like, oh, this is health work. Oh, he just changed it to the same income. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you need a CPA. You need a CPA
to do it
write
for you
a letter. Yeah. So form a relationship with that CPA because you're going to need somebody to help you with the S corp stuff and the tax filings on that. And then they're going to be able, once they need it, they're going to ask for it, and he could do the letter for you, or she could.
Fantastic, dude. That's literally life-saving advice because so two options. If you're, let's say a traveling healthcare worker, like traveling nurses do this a lot, etc. And you want to go ahead and go the 1099 route, and you're staying in that line of work, and you're just switching to 1099 so you can get better tax benefits. Make sure you get that letter from your CPA, because then it'll kind of be, hey, still same line of work, same earning, pretty much. Boom, they could write. What does it got to be notarized? Probably.
No, they just sign it. I just put it on a letterhead. I write what I say, like, what do they need to hear? Okay,
and that suffices most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So that'll suffice for the lender. Or if you are going to go and do, let's say, a completely different side hustle. Let's say you want to be a fitness instructor, but you're also doing the nursing thing. Then nah, man, just wait, get your real estate stuff done before you quit that job or decide to go the entrepreneur route, because I made that mistake. I tried to pick up real estate property once I left the government, and it was a lot harder for me to get a loan, guys. Yeah. Even if you're making a bunch of money, they don't care. They want 2 years of tax returns.
Yeah, and tell them how many CPA letters did you need on a lot of deals, because these banks were they're being bitches.
Yeah. So Steve wrote me a couple of letters, guys, to get around that stuff. So
they just put them in there. They don't even look. They just put them in there.
And they want more profit loss statements. It's going to be a pain in the ass, dude. So
that's another thing too.
Yeah,
is if you're going to get into business, get yourself reading a financial statement for dummies. And I'm not even kidding you. You don't have to be an accountant, or just basic, learn how to read a financial statement, because you're going to run a business. You're going to want to know where you stand. And that's going to, that's important. So,
So that really good question, bro, because a lot of people make that mistake. They try to buy real estate and they just quit their W-2 job. Oh man, that's going to be a problem. Unless you plan to buy houses cash or do hard money loans, which you don't want to do that. you're gonna have issues with finding lenders to give you money. Let's see here. AJ, Mary got a house with my wife. Oh man. Allegedly filed the loan under single. What do I do if I'm trying to put this under an LLC for tenants? I do have a small ATM business under a different LLC. Wife's on board with prenuptial provided she has one
house.
One house. What's your thoughts on that, Steve?
So Mary got a house with
under single.
Allegedly filed the loan under single.
Trying to put
what do I do if I'm trying to put under my LLC for tenants? Well, she's now on.
He's married now, though.
So LLC filed the loan single. So now you're on the hook for the so she has access now to rights to the property, but you're on the hook for the loan liability 100%. That doesn't seem very fair. I do have an ATM business under a different LLC. Oh, yeah, keep that separate. Wife's on board with posts prenuptial. Yeah, so it sounds like you're on the hook 100% for the loan, and she has 50% of the rights to the property, and not on the hook for the loan.
Because he got the house while he was married with her, so it would be considered marriageable assets at that
but
point.
Then he's probably put her in the title too. They're both, but then the loan. They're going to come after him for the loan.
Hey, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
So, yeah, but definitely keep the LLC separately. So I'm not sure what you're trying to ask. It's like, hopefully things work out.
I mean, you can't get
He's
around
trying
that,
to put it under an LLC for tenants. I think so.
Yeah.
He probably wants to rent that house out, but he didn't specify if it's
because you could do the quick claim deed to the LLC, so that shouldn't be a problem. The bank doesn't care because ultimately,
but either way, his wife's going to have access because he's married to her, right?
Yeah, but ultimately, the bank has what's called a mortgage that trumps all. So they don't care about who's title, this and that. They have the first rights to that property if you default on a loan. So as far as doing the LLC, do it to protect your liability and the asset. But we also don't financing is something different. That's a whole separate issue. So that the two don't have anything to do with the other.
I wish he specified if it was a single family home or if it's like a multi. Because if it's a single family home, he's got to leave.
I mean, but if he's gonna put tenants in there, I would say definitely.
You got LLC in anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right. So regardless whether it's a single family home or it's a multi-property house and you're going to still live at it, right, and maybe rent other units out, you got to LLC it anyway. So
because if they sue you, they can come after your personal assets. So that's a layer of protection for the limited liability. So you want to put that over it.
Okay. All right. And don't buy a house with your wife. Like, come on, man. Shyam Balero goes, wait, no foreign owners? So as an Amazon wholesale FBA owner, U.S. LLC, not from or live in the U.S., from Africa, no excuse being broke. I can't switch to an S corp. Okay, he's a foreign owner.
Oh yeah, you're a foreigner. Yeah, unfortunately, no. Yeah, you can't do it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, some people do get away with it. Actually, I don't even know if the IRS system is like because they'll get a tax ID number, a tax identification number.
Yeah,
which kind of acts like a social security number. I've seen it where people have set it up and come to me, and I find out later like there's partners in there that are like foreign, and I don't know if the IRS has a mechanism to check on that, to be honest with you, because I've never seen anybody get checked on it before. So it's kind of like I think
a loop.
Yeah, it could be a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend people to do that, but going in only. But I've seen it done where it's done and it gets done successfully. So
guys, by the way, we got 2.9, almost 3,000 y'all watching on YouTube, but we only got 2.4K likes. Let's get up to 3,000 likes, man. Like the video, we're giving you a lot of sauce. Thank you, Chayamba. Who's up next? Mo?
Rumble Rants.
What about these other guys here below? Or those came up before?
Cut off because we're tight on time.
Okay. So but did they come in before?
No, these are later.
These are later. Okay, guys. Yeah, 50 and up for the super chats, guys.
Rumble Rants.
DeAndre Reason goes, if you have a business you want to transition into an S corp, but also plan to invest in rental properties, how should you set that up?
LLC, no S corp.
Yep. LLC for real estate property, guys, because it's considered passive income. And then if you want to take it a step further, like I do, you can have one shell corporation out of Delaware, and then that controls all your LLCs that are per each particular property.
Yeah, and then each property is going to be a separate LLC.
Yes.
With a separate account.
With a separate bank account.
Yep.
With your EIN number.
And I will talk to you guys about me and Steve are actually in the process right now of setting up how to collect money from tenants how to pay utilities, etc. That's going to be on the next episode of actually managing all those different properties and collecting money from tenants and doing it in a way that won't pull your hair out.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we got something. We'll do a full episode for y'all on that. Me and Steve are right now in the process of setting up the system, but I will tell you guys how the system works as soon as we have it done. That's going to be really valuable for you guys that
get Roger
have multiple doors. Yep.